Hello everybody and welcome back to your daily dose of Path of Exile 2. I am working on yet another build. Because I've already gotten my endless artillery guy up to 90, and once you start getting to that point, levels are just take forever, so it's nice to feel progress. That's kind of what I go for in these games. It's not necessarily like you can farm currency, and yeah, I guess that's progress watching your divine counter go up, which, you know, for me doesn't really go that fast. But, you know, there's something about building up a character and getting it powerful. Like, that's the satisfying part of this game to me. So once we get to the point where it's just I'm not getting meaningful progress anymore, that's when I start being like, let's start finding something else to do. So eventually we're going to run out of characters that I'm interested in trying, because I've been really wanting to try to make this bleed rake build thing work again. And then I think after this character, I might start another monk and see if maybe we can finally figure out this whole Acolyte Chayula, Hollow Palm, you know, shadowy build kind of thing. See if we can figure out something for that. Let's see. This guy moves around a lot, so just keep the spears on him. And when he's immobile, we just leap in. Oh, here we go with the fiery things. I would prefer not to. Hold on, I gotta fix my volume, because I was watching a bunch of videos while I was leveling up my character, and now I can't really hear what's going on. So, we'll turn the volume up so I can actually hear what's going on. Ow, ow, ow. Jeez. Alright, there we go.
Simmer down, you great big pile.
And then, did I pick up? Oh, I picked up that. We need to use that. I guess I haven't found the second small soul core that I need to get out of here. I never bother with the little treasure room, because it's out of the way, and I don't feel like going to find it. So I normally try to find him, because you get your fire resistance for that. And then after... Oh. Oh, here's our soul core. Here we go. And we just got to get to the middle area usually. All right, just follow the red line. And here we go. Keeping an eye on the level gap there. You don't want to let it get too far out of hand. Continue moving through this quest line as quickly as we can.
Best ask
The
Alva.
largest soul core I've ever seen.
I'm sure it
With
is.
this, we could power the mechanism in the waterways. But it isn't. Good luck.
Okay. Moving, moving, moving. Just trying to get through this as fast as we can. Generally, 3 is enough to kill most things, because they'll follow you as you run away. We'll just run up the left side. I've done the campaign so many times. So one of the reasons I advocate for a campaign skip, because it would be nice if I could just go straight to maps and level my characters that way, than to have to go through the campaign a million times. And then you hop into the campaign, you unlock, I like the Waystone unlock that I heard on Talkative Try's video. I know he doesn't like it, but I think that if you combined that with, you know, being able to level using maps, then you could level during maps, and then once you get to the level that's appropriate to go try to do something in the campaign to get a specific reward, then you just jump straight to that zone, go do the task, and then hop back into maps again. I think that would be like a really good way to do it. Leveled up. Wasn't paying attention. Oh, we get another jewel. I'll have to go back to... Let's go back to town and look and see what we have available to us. I mean, we just leveled up and we're not getting any benefit unless we go back and get a jewel, so... You need to take the time as soon as you get it, because you're just running around with not upgraded stuff. So let's check this out. Jewels. We want stuff that gives us attack speed or attack damage. That would be a good one later. We'll set it aside for now just to compare it. We don't need any lightning or projectile damage because we're not doing anything with projectiles. Yeah. Most of the rest of these have the more melee if you've dealt projectile damage recently, or vice versa. And that doesn't really help this character. Critical damage bonus with spears. Parry damage. I'm not using parry because it's superficial. I'm a very superficial, clearly a very superficial person, but that little tiny dinky little buckler just looks ridiculous when you're doing the sword and board, or the spear and shield setup there. So it's like, I don't mind a movement speed, and increased duration of ailments is nice-ish. We don't do poison. I don't know. I'm thinking attack speed with our spears is probably the best one. And eventually, we are going to get a companion, because the guide that I'm using does want us to summon do a beast summon later on, so I might do that. And that was our other attack speed with spears. So we can do attack speed with spears, companion increased damage, and mark. That's actually probably... Okay, I think this one's better, because we're going to get Blood Hunt as our next tier of things, and that's a marking skill, so I think we want to do that. Then we can put this back over here. We can identify all of our junk. We can sell off a bunch of stuff that we're not going to keep and carry with us. And then all of this can go here. I think I'm still waiting another level for that. That can go away. That's my quest one. And sell off that one. I don't need. Well, let's see if we can get a bit more hit points out of this one. Nope, just not going to give it to me. So I'm thinking. No, we'll keep this one because we get 9 charges out of that versus 7 out of this one. And then, yeah, I need to take a second and look... what are my resistances at? I haven't really looked at my resistances much lately. Do we have any access to any better rings that'll give us more stuff? Fire and cold, lightning, and... I don't really need fire damage to attacks. We'll stick with what we have for now. I'm gonna stick this right there. All right. I'm waiting for the next level so I can get my next spirit gem. Waiting for the next level so I can get my next spirit gem. Okay. Because I have to be level 36 before it'll let me use it. Right. Hold on. Now I'm all jacked up. Okay, hold on. Yeah, we have to be level 36. Okay. That's what I thought. So now we're just looking for a big green exclamation point. Okay, hold on a second. I had that set to not move. Yeah, always attack without moving. It still insists on moving me. Like, I want it to just sit in place when I use the ability. The whole point is right where I am, I want to put down a field, the spear field, to defend myself. I don't want you running towards the enemy.
This needs a bigger soul core.
Like, they need to adjust their code so that movement is disabled while the ability is happening outside of dodge rolling, right? Like, walking equals off until this ability is done, right? Like, that's what that needs to be. It's really annoying when you're pressing a button and then all of a sudden you expect an immediate response from your ability, but the character moves to the place that you went to. It's like, no. No, that's not how I want that to work. I think I might be having some allergies or something, because I've been having a hard time breathing today, and now my nose is a little bit runny. All right. Let's get over here. Why not? Wanted to see if they had anything cool. They do not, so... Where is... Oh, it's over here. I'm like, where's the other thing? Somehow I went all the way around it without even realizing it. Off this way. Now, we're just looking for another green exclamation point. Excuse me. How convenient. Thank you very much.
Now, launch this back to the generator.
You're technically supposed to incorporate Spirit Field with your single target rotation like that, but I personally find that it's just it's faster and easier to just dash in, dash out, dash in, dash out, dash in, dash out, and then leap in with your blood hunt once you get the health in the weakness zone, and then just whoosh-ah. It's really nice. Give me a second. Okay, sometimes you start a recording and then things happen just after you begin, and you realize, oh, I need to go blow my nose. I needed to take a second there for... Back up, please.
Hold on.
Trying to get into the weak part before I... Oh, well, it didn't dash in like I was expecting it to, so that is a little bit confusing. Oh, I'm out of mana, that's why. I'm like, why is it not responding? It won't do what I'm telling it to do. Ow. There we go. It's a nice, fast, zippy play style. The whole thing about the Huntress was always that it's supposed to like feel super mobile and agile and all that stuff. And if you build it the right way, it is. A lot of people complain about the whole combo gameplay. I don't mind the combo gameplay. It just didn't fit. It just doesn't necessarily fit with the way that the developers vision. Well, I don't know. I have a point here that I'm trying to get to, and I will get to it. Just give me a second to kind of put my thoughts together. The gameplay that the vision that they originally had, this style of gameplay, this combo style of gameplay works with that. It does not work with the implementation that they did, because they never really committed to the game being like slow and combo based and all of that stuff. They didn't change the way the monsters work as compared to Path of Exile 1, especially when dealing with large packs of enemies and things like that. If they had stuck with their original vision and had fewer monsters that took a little bit more effort to kill and gave you more experience points so that you're still progressing at the same rate, like if you were able to go through these zones and just have like 2 or 3 white mobs that you fought every once in a while, and then a blue mob that you had to fight every once in a while, and they were all, like, you bumped the tiers up and everything was a little bit more difficult, then the combo style of gameplay would work, because then you can actually focus on doing combos instead of having to constantly dodge roll around 20 things that are, like, trying to surround you. So, I don't have a problem with the vision that they had, it's just they didn't commit to it, right? They were trying to do halfway between Path of Exile 1 and some other game that they had in their brain. And because they didn't commit, that's why it felt so bad. If they had just really gone all in with, you know, we don't want these massive, we don't want massive screen clearing packs of mobs and stuff like that. We really want it to be more of a methodical, you know, combo-based gameplay. I think most people would have been fine with that. They didn't commit to it, right? And when you half-ass your way into something, you get the response from the community that you got, right? If they wanted it to be more, you know, focused, meaningful combat kind of thing, you know, I'm all down for that. But when it feels like it's taking you forever to make any kind of progress, that sucks. And the way you mitigate that is by reducing the number of things that you have to fight, right? If you want us to take time on every encounter that we have, okay, that's fine, but you can't have the same density of mobs and the same, you can't have white mobs making it feel, you can't have it feel like Path of Exile 1 with the density of the mobs, but then, you know, we're supposed to stop and focus on this little trash pack of groups, right? The monsters themselves need to be meaningful, and there needs to be fewer of them. And if they had done that, that would have worked, I think that would have worked out a lot better. People still would have been upset, they want a certain style of gameplay. But I honestly feel like it's the developers' lack of commitment to the vision that they had. Like, they're like, our vision is already messed up. Our vision is already going to be, you know, kind of unpopular. So we don't want to go too far with it. And it's like, no, this is one of those things where you really needed to just go too far with it and see how it went, and then you could have found out if your vision worked. But because they were really trying to hold on to Path of Exile 1. And that's not a bad thing. I like the playstyle from Path of Exile 1. I'm not criticizing Path of Exile 1, and I'm totally fine if this game turns into Path of Exile 1.5. But I think the reason why their meaningful combat vision didn't work was because they didn't commit to it. I know I've said that like 20 times now, but that's just kind of the crux of it, as far as I can tell, as far as I can see. Because I don't mind, like, when I'm fighting a boss or something like that, and I'm zipping in, zipping out, zipping in, zipping out, or I'm fighting with another character and I have a series of things that I have to do to get into that, that is actually kind of satisfying. But you have to be given the opportunity to do that, and you're never given that opportunity when you're being swarmed by all this stuff. Like, there's no time to do combos here. You just need to spam down a bunch of stuff to get them to stop hitting you, and kill them as quickly as possible so you don't die to their stuff. But if it was just like 2 or 3 of these monsters, and, you know, I was able to back off, maybe dodge in and come back, and then move over here and dodge in and come back, like, that would be relatively satisfying gameplay, right? That would be fun. You can't do that when you have, you know, a mass of enemies just charging you. That's really the problem.
Need more time.
Ow. Wow. This got powered by that stupid spirit.
Need a moment.
Very nice. All right, and I think we've leveled up to the point now that we can actually use our gems. So hold on, I need to look at my... So we're supposed to come up here, and then we get these here. So we're going to grab dexterity there for that. And then we are going to come up here, and we're going to use our level 10 gem. And we're going to go ahead and make our bleed rake, because that's our bossing ability. And then our spirit gem, we are supposed to take, I believe, Wind Dancer. I believe we're supposed to take Wind Dancer, yes. Wind Dancer, and then what does Wind Dancer get? We're doing campaign, Wind Dancer. Where is... Wind Dancer gets 3 different things. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take the Wind Dancer ability. I always put my spirit gems at the bottom. We have no spirit left. We're supposed to put Cannibalism, Maim, and Blind on it. So we are going to go back real quick. I'm going to take a deep breath because I can't breathe. Because I think I'm either getting sick or there's some kind of allergies or something happening, and it's... I don't feel bad, I'm short of breath. Maybe it's COVID. I can't see how, though. I don't interact with anybody. Okay, let's see here. What was I doing? We're looking for maim and blind. Maim and blind. And unfortunately, I don't appear to have either of those just sitting in my inventory, so we're gonna have to spend skill gems on it. So, Wind Dancer. I need a level 2 gem. Do I have any level 2? Yes, I do. Wind Dancer. Oh, how convenient. We'll do that. And then we will do that. And that's it for that. Because cannibalism requires more spirit, and I don't have any excess spirit right now, so not an option. We'll just stick with the 2 non-spirit consuming buffs to that we can get right now, and that's fine. So yeah, for the most part, it's supposed to be you clear with spear field. And for the most part, I do try to do that. The nice. Oh, you know what? I need to go. Hold on. I need to go back to my hideout here. Well, we'll grab that and see if we can get a better option. I need to go back to my hideout really quick and see if. Sorry. See if I have any other level 10 skill gems just kind of sitting in my inventory. They always end up just sitting there. Like, I always end up... You get towards the middle and end of the league, and you just have all these freaking skill gems just sitting here, and there's nothing you can really do with them unless people actually want them. Wait, what did I come back in here for? I came back to see... Of course, I don't have any level 10s, because that's the way it goes.
How can I?
You always have plenty of what you don't need, and then when you need something, it's never there. I'm not going to waste the currency on that. We already have a barbed spear that we can use, or that we're using now. So we'll just offload our inventory and get this map finished. Hopefully we pick up another couple. It's just, there's something about Acts 2 and 3 where you just never get enough skill gems to fill up the abilities that you have. Like, you see all the level 17 skill gems I have. For some reason, oh, wrong way. For some reason, like when you get into maps, you start stacking skill gems like crazy. But during the campaign, you're struggling to find them. So there's clearly a balance issue going on there because, you know, I shouldn't have 30 freaking level 17 skill gems, but I don't have any extra level 10s, right? Like, that's a balance problem. Okay. Spear fields are finally starting to, like, actually kill things relatively quickly. It was taking quite a little bit. It'll be even faster if we can find another level 10 skill gem. You know, that would be nice. Unfortunately, we're just gonna have to be patient and wait for it. I'm just gonna have to start accepting the idea that I'm gonna have to leave any kind of ranged things alone. Because I need things to, like, run into my spears. I'm mostly just grabbing chests on the off chance that maybe it'll drop me a freaking skill gem. This way. Ooh. Continue moving along. Oh, come on, let me go. Basically just opening every container in the vain hope that they're going to give me one. Okay. We've reached the end of the map. Grab that last little bit. And that's going to be it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. I also have PayPal and Patreon links for those of you who prefer to go that route. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you for the next one.